I hope the screen is visible now, ma. So, data analysis is our fourth unit. Okay. Okay. Thank you, ma. Thank you, Anjali. So, this is your puzzle. It's hard to note it down. You can take the vegetables as alphabets, or you could take multiple equations into consideration. So, we will discuss the answer at the end of the session. As we are running out of time, we will start with the fourth unit. If you want, you can take the screenshots, or if you want, you can note down the questions. We will just have a 30 seconds break, and then we will start with our fourth unit, ma. Students, please do not leave the session. We are starting with our fourth unit. It is a very interesting part and very short unit only, not to worry. Okay, so we will start with our fourth unit. So far, we have completed 3 units, and in today's class, actually, the fourth unit is nothing but data analysis. Okay, so just looking at the journey of our geographic information system across this 3 units. So first unit, we have seen what are the fundamentals of the geographic information system, and in we know that there are two kinds of data. One is spatial data and attribute data. So in second unit, we have seen what is the spatial data, or what are the various models available in spatial data, and how the database is being actually created and the data is being stored in that. All we have seen in second unit. In third unit, we have seen the digitizing process, how the data has been real-time data has been converted into a digital data, and how actually that topology takes into position, and what is the usage of topology and how important it is, and how the attribute data is being linked with the spatial data. Okay, and open database connectivity, and finally GPS. Okay, I will attach that GPS video also in that college website, so not to worry, you can use that for reference. And in fourth unit, so far what we have seen is, we have we have seen that how we are retrieving the, how we are getting the data, how we are adding the attributes to that data. All those things we have seen. So now we are going to see, after retrieving the data or after getting the data, what analysis we can do, or how we are going to do that analysis. Okay, because we know that the main usage of just geographic information system is that we have to retrieve the data, and we have to do some analysis, and then we have to project the output, correct? And so that data analysis part is what we are going to do now. Okay, uh, so I hope everybody have came across the term, the big data. Okay, so big data is one of the leading technologies which is available right now. Okay, it is very important as well as very dangerous in today's current scenario. So if we are safe and secure, then big data is an excellent tool. If we are not safe and secure, it may lead to several damages also. So this is the 5 topics which is available in unit number 4. So today we will be covering the various vector data analysis tool and the data analysis tools alone. Okay. So the remaining network analysis, digital TEM model, and the 3D data collection will be completed in the tomorrow afternoon class. Okay. So after, if time permits, we will have a revision class also tomorrow, not to worry. So before going into this vector data analysis tool, okay, so what we are going to do is, we are going to see actually what does this analysis do, or what, before analyzing we have to discuss a topic called as buffering. Okay, so what is buffering according to you, students? So buffering in the sense, like, before the process comes or before the time comes, we are preparing some data in advance. Okay, so that is called as buffering. Okay, in order to store something in advance is called as buffering. Okay, so in this vector data analysis, what it has done is it actually uses the geometric objects of points, lines, and polygons. Why? Because it is a vector data type. So, okay, so as the vector data are represented in points, lines, and polygons, it also uses the same kind of analysis only. Okay, but the accuracy of uh, analysis and results, it actually depends on the accuracy of these objects in terms of locations and shapes only. Okay, so topology can also be a very important factor for some vector data analysis and all. Okay, like some factor where I mean is overlaying process or buffering process. Okay, yeah, you can see the third point. Topology can also be a factor for some vector data analysis such as buffering and overlaying. So I will tell you what is actually buffering. Buffering in the sense like we are going across any Google map or something like that. Okay. So while we are going across a Google map, every area is being loaded as soon as possible. Okay. So if we are locating at what to say, if we are looking at RMK Engineering College in a map, okay, the nearby area, okay, like the next area Gumadipundi, that data is being prepared ready or that data has been kept ready in order to project. So that process is called as buffering. So it holds the data of Gumadipundi in order to show us in advance when we are looking at the nearby area. Okay, so that is called as a buffering process. Okay, so here based upon the viewing or the buffering system, we are having two types. One is the data which is within the nearby area, and one is beyond the nearby area. So these are the two types of buffering process which is available. Okay, so yeah, so this is the buffering process. Actually, you can see the first point that based upon the proximity, it actually has two areas. One area that is within the specified distance of selected features, and the other area that is beyond. Like for example, here when we are looking at RMK Engineering College, Gumbadipundi is the nearby area, correct, and Riddles is the far away area, correct. So these are the two types of buffering systems which is available. One is within and another one is beyond. Okay, so these are the two kinds of buffering system which is available. Okay, so within is a specified distance to selected real world features, whereas beyond means apart from that, or it has a long distance from let's say that it is a short buffer and it is a long buffer. Okay, so short buffer may come anytime sooner, long buffer will take some error some more times. Okay, or if you want to be more clear means, short buffer means it will come immediately whenever it can come immediately. Okay, so the next location will be the short buffer. Okay, long buffer acts as a short buffer to the real time short buffer. Can you get it? So at the actual location which we are manipulating now, then the nearby area is called a short buffer or within area, and then the long distance area which is called as beyond area. Okay, that is long buffer. Okay, so how we can segregate this? We can give it as a, these are the two types. One is within and another one is beyond. Okay, and this can be actually given a within the specified distance is the actually this is called as a buffer zone. Okay, this area, this buffer area, apart from RMK Engineering College, the Gumadipundi Riddles, everything will be coming under a buffer zone process. Okay, so the shortest path, shortest distance is Gumadipundi, and that comes under a within a buffer area, and Riddles comes as a beyond buffer area. Can you get it? And how this actually points, line, and area actually works is, so when we are looking at a particular point or a particular area of point, another particular area of point will be kept ready. Like, yeah, this is actually the buffer zone we were talking about, and this is the example of buffering around points, lines, and areas. Okay, so you can see that there is a set of points available in a particular area, and also another backup particular area is also available. Similarly also in lines also there are two directions of lines available. Okay, one is can be taken into manipulation, another one taken into buffer lines. Okay, and the last set of area, you can see that one main area, one medium area, and one small area can be available. So the one main area will be taken into consideration as RMK Engineering College, in which we are currently viewing it. Then the second smaller rectangle in the area, okay, that can be taken as the within buffer, and the last one part can be taken as the beyond buffer. Okay, so here not only in these kinds of manner, there are several buffer areas also. Students, if anybody has, please put your mics in mute. Can anyone hear the echoes? Raji ma'am? Okay, so now we will be going to the next topic. So this is buffering with different buffer distances. Okay, various distance of data is being covered in a particular manner. Okay, sorry. So this is buffering with four rings. What happens is here the buffering process has been taken into consideration, and the first circle or the centered dot can be taken as the location in which we are viewing. Okay, and the second circle and third circle which is coming beyond. Okay, so that is taken as the buffering area which is being kept ready. Okay, so this is about buffering process. You can see how the point area is being buffered, and the nearby areas are merged together, those kinds of things. And now we will go to the overlaying process. Okay, so what is overlaying? One feature upon another feature. Okay, so this is an overlaying process, and here you can see this overlaying process actually has several kinds of type, like any logical addition, subtraction, though union, intersection, those kinds of things are taken into consideration over here. Okay, like for example, this is the first one is the geometric data, and second one is the attribute data. So these four are being combined together. Okay, so in geometric data we have two IDs, 1 and 2, and in attribute data we have two datas, A and B. Okay, students, please listen very carefully. These are very important topics. The first topics in unit number 4, we will just complete, at least we will try to complete the first topic alone. Okay, the various vector data analysis tool alone we will try to finish it off. Okay, so here a common example for overlaying, you can see that 1, 2 and AB are combined together and given in a particular direction alone. So the center box data is alone visible with the data of both the geometric data and attribute data. The dotted lines are just imaginary, that will not be represented in the output result. Okay, so this is a general overlaying process. This is a point in polygon overlay process. Okay, what happens is you can see that various points are being marked in a particular area. So here point number 1 and point number 2 is available, and the attribute of point number 1 and attribute of point number 2 is also available. So when we are combining these geometric data and when we are combining this geometric data and attribute data, it has been taken into consideration as 1a plus and 2b plus. Okay, so this is how overlaying process actually works upon. This is for point, and if you are taking lines, means again the same situation will be there. So 1a and 1b will be given separately. Okay, can you see the difference how the data actually maps upon the real-time geometric data? Okay, and this is another process, like the area process. So far we have seen points, line, and this is polygon. So polygon is the first one AI is being combined and one B is also combined. You can see that if you see the mouse pointer clearly, you can see that this huge area or the first row comes across for the first column as well as the second column. So the first half of the first column and first half of the first row is taken into consideration. So this will be merged together to form 1A, and 1 and B will be combined together to form 1B. Similarly 2A and 2B. Okay. So cell structured is being also followed over here. So the data is being segregated into 4 polygons or 4 segments, and the attributes or geometric data are merged together. Okay. And these are some logical or boolean applications which has been used: and, or, and, XOR. These functions are also available. So here intersection, union, subtraction, and symmetric difference is also various types of data is available. So I will show you with an example itself. Yeah. So this is an example of a union expression. So before going into the vector data analysis tool, I just want to clarify these things to you guys. So this is a union overlaying process. So here union overlaying process means the both the geometric data and the attribute data combined together, and all the data are being displayed irrespective of the location or position. Okay. And the next one is intersect means when we are combining the geometric data and the attribute data, the area which intersects with or we can say that the area which is common in both the segments are being highlighted. Okay. So the first the area which is being available in both the first segment as well as second segment is being known as the intersection process. I will tell you another shortcut: the data which is not projected in this location. You can see the mouse pointer, right? I hope you can see the mouse pointer. Yeah. So this gray area is called as the intersection part. Okay. You can see the remaining dotted areas available which is not highlighted. Okay. The outer area. So this outer area is called as a symmetric data. What data? Symmetric data. Symmetric data in the sense the data which is only available in only any one segment only. So in that, when we are using the symmetric type of data, the center part will be in white color and the outer part will be shaded in the gray color. Okay, exactly. This is the same thing. So this is symmetric difference. So you can see that the data which are shaded or the data which are projected are available only in any one part or any one of the input layers, not in multiple input layers. Okay. So here the center part, this dotted lines will not be shown in the resultant output resultant. Okay. So this is identity method. So when we are combining multiple input layers, the first input layer will be taken into consideration. And now we have come to the data analytics tools. Okay. So we will complete this tool today. We will complete this topic today. I mean, we will wind off this session and we will go for the question and answer session and that puzzle session. So remaining topics we could see in the next class. Okay, so in this data topic, I really want to express about R programming. I don't know how many of you guys know that, but R programming is one of the best softwares, and it has been used by a huge amount of people or huge population. R programming is one of the best tools for big data. Okay, you could do n number of analysis using that big data. Okay, so I think you guys would have known Python and Excel, which is one important tool for data analytics. Okay, so apart from Python and Excel, if you don't know anything, means don't worry. These are the top 10 data analytics tool in real time world. Please note it down. You may come across these tools in when we are going for any IT jobs. Okay, R programming is actually an excellent tool. In those days, uh, before the versions of before the versions of R programming, there were several tools, but it doesn't have that much of accuracy data. Okay, but R programming gives us an yeah, R programming gives us very unique and positive data, and which is very accurate. Okay, like for example, I will just tell you an example. Okay, if you we can find the total number of searches available in today's Google alone. Okay, with the help of R programming, we can also see that how many of you have searched RMK Engineering College in Google search today. That can be taken into an analysis using R programming. Okay, so R programming deals with a huge amount of data. It manipulates n number of users. Okay, and the data analysis which has been made in a very fraction of second is really a huge success for this software. And if you come across any tutorials or any classes for learning this R programming, please go through and learn this. It will definitely be useful for you, and these are actually the top 10 analytics tools. Please note this down. So R programming, Tableau Public, Python, statistical analysis system, Apache Spark. Actually there are several Apache toolkits available, but Apache Spark is the one of the best in this Apache company itself. And then Microsoft Excel, the well-known data analytics tool, where the data are given in rows and columns. Then Rapid Miner, KNIME, QuickView, and then Splunk. All these are really useful data analytics tools, and this is used to analysis a huge repository of data. I could say repository by means. So huge repository of data is being taken into consideration and manipulated and analyzed, and then just imagine the data or the output result, or the accuracy of the output result, which is being given to us. Okay, so if we are like searching the data, or we are collecting the data on our own, and we are analyzing, and we are giving a particular result with a limited resource means, just imagine the analysis and the analysis and the conclusion which is taken after analyzing a huge repository of data. So how accurate that data will be. Okay, so each data may have multiple resources also. Okay, so from those resources, our programming gives us an exact accurate data. And one very important thing about this R programming is that uh, it is very user friendly. Okay, so the users can easily access and learn this R programming, and it is very easy for us to manipulate the data also. Okay, so that is one thing. So I have given specific slides about each analysis tools. So what is art programming, what is Tableau Public, some screenshots available if possible. And Python means not only the exact Python language, it is a user friendly language, but how Python is used in Facebook and Google process in order to retrieve the analysis data and all. Like for example, based upon your cache memory, if you are going inside Facebook, or if you are going inside YouTube and all, several recommended videos will be there for you based upon your cache history, correct, or your previous history. So based upon your previous data, they are giving you new results. So that is called as big data, or that is called as data analytics. Okay, so that has been done using Python programming also. Python, why they are choosing Python programming is that as it is very user friendly, and it is very easy and to connect the SQL server and MongoDB with each other. So that is one advantages of this Python programming language when compared to the other languages. User friendly is the main advantage. Okay, so there are several tools also available apart from these top 10 tools, but these 10 are very important and very crucial in data analytics part. Okay, so let's just recall the what are the various tools available so far, or what are the various tools we have seen so far. Okay, obviously the first one was the R programming. Okay, and the second one was Tableau Public. Third one was Python, and this is the fourth one, SAS. SAS is expanded as statistical analysis system. Okay, SAS is expanded as statistical analysis system. Okay, so this is also was invented in the late 90s and 80s. Okay, so this is also one important application data analysis tool. uh, I recommend you guys to study all these 10 data analysis tool, and keep it prepared, so that they won't be asking any particular tool to be explained, but in general they will be asking the vector data analysis tool or the any top 10 data analysis tools. Okay, so it's better you guys go through all these data analysis tools available. Diagram not need to be drawn, it is just for your reference. Just go through all these 10 slides and just have a glance of these data, that's all. Okay, each has its own specific advantages and representation of data or analysis of data available. Okay, so the next one is network analysis. It's a very easy topic. The You would have known the shortest path problem, like to find the minimum distance in a given network. The traveling salesman person problem, obviously, how a traveling salesperson have to locate or how to have to reach all the locations in time with the minimum distance covered. So these are the network analysis problems. This network analysis problem we will see it in the next class, don't worry. So today we will be completing with the fourth unit, first topic, vector data analysis tools. Okay, so students, if you have any doubts, post it in your chat box. So I think this is enough for today's class, and the solution for the given problem. If anybody has found the solution, you can post it in the chat box. Anybody got the answer? Sorry. Okay, not a problem. You take your time. So this problem will be available in your website also in few days. So you guys take a quick revision of unit 3 and as well as unit 4. So the remaining concepts we will discuss in the next class. Okay. Thank you, students. Thank you for your participation.